order to understand where you are, in order to understand where you're going, you must know where you have come from. And once you have understood where you've come from, then you're able to better visualize where you want to be. And I think we've come from a place when, if we looked at our history critically, we came from a place where our forefathers came together with a singular aim of having a free, socially inclusive society where our people could govern and make a future for themselves. And since then, they achieved our independence for us. But then we have to also acknowledge that once we got that independence, we somehow did not internalize that independence as a Kenyan independence. We internalized it as an ethnic independence. So we started to say that, what about the prosperity of my community? What about the jobs of my community? And we sort of lost that nationalist spirit that actually got us and won us that independence, because independence was not won by any singular community. It was won by the people who owned this land coming together and saying that we want to govern ourselves, we want a future for ourselves. And unfortunately, I believe that that politics, especially that politics that took place after the first 10 or so years of our independence, resulted in a situation where, rather than cohese as Kenyans, we cohesed as ethnic communities. And we saw the worst of that in our Kenyan society in 2007, 2008. I don't want to repeat what happened. It's a fact that is known very well by all Kenyans. It is time for us to change the Kenyan narrative. It is time for us to begin stop thinking as who we are and where we have come from in terms of our ethnicity, our religion, our color. But where do we want to be as Kenyans? And that is why our rallying call, if many in Kenya will remember, was the fact that regardless of whether we win or lose, we want to ensure that no Kenyan should lose their life because of who they are, but rather we should celebrate our diversity and have a country that celebrates our diversity and that works together with the understanding that the issues that confront us don't confront us because of our ethnicity, but confront us as Kenyans. And the only way to solve them is to solve them together.